Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yay! Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me. If you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-OK. Please say yes in the chat so I know everything is how it should be. Helga says yes. Thank you, Helga. Lolly says yes. Thank you, Lolly. Okay, Miley says yes. Thank you, Miley. Samuel says yes. Thank you, Samuel. Tomas says yes. Thank you, Tomas. Saima says yes. Thank you, Saima. Oh, I can't read your name. It's in Arabic, but thank you for saying yes. Okay, you can see me, you can hear me. So that means everything is working how it should be. And as you know, we always start our class with a toast. Whatever you're drinking, pick it up. Okay, Asia. Okay, sorry, Asia. Yeah, I know you, Asia. Just your name in Arabic, I don't know. Okay, thank you, Asia. Okay, so let's have two toasts. Yes, two toasts. Our first toast, it is for the green team. You see them. Their names are in green. They support me. They support the channel financially. So let's give the green team a big thank you. Here we go. Cheers. Bump. Cheers. Bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Our second toast, it is for you, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers. Bump. Cheers. Bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Hot, delicious coffee. That's what that was. Okay, great. Here is today's lesson plan. Let's talk about it. We are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 activities for your success. Yes, we are doing 5 activities today. We're going to start our class with an idiom. It's a worksheet. There are example sentences done by the green team. We will look at their sentences for examples, and then of course you will make your own sentences. After the idiom practice, we are doing listening with a twist. It's a story, and there are changes in the stories or in the story, and you have to listen for those changes. Then after that, we have Lolly's Revenge. That's a conversation between two people. After that, we have positive, negative connotations, right? So words have positive feelings and negative feelings, right? So we're going to talk about pairs of adjectives. Well, we're talking about adjectives with both positive feelings and negative feelings. And then we will finish up with substitution practice. I will give you a pattern, and then you'll make sentences using that pattern. And it's a worksheet. Everything today is a worksheet. Every activity has a worksheet. So today we have 5 worksheets. Okay, and all the worksheets are on my Patreon. Support me there so I can support you here. Okay, so let's start. Let's get going. So our first activity is an idiom, and it's a worksheet, and we have example sentences from the green team, and the idiom is on the mend. On the mend. I'll write that on the board here. On the mend. Number 1, our first activity. On the mend. Yeah, and that means improving in health, right? Someone's getting better. They were sick or they got hurt and they're on the mend, meaning they are improving. So improving in health. Okay, and I have an example sentence. She was very sick last week, but now she's on the mend. She was very sick last week, but now she's on the mend. She was very sick last week, but now she's on the mend. That means she's getting better. She's improving, right? Her health is improving. She's on the mend. She's getting better day by day, right? And that is a good thing. So someone who's on the mend, they are improving. So we are happy to hear that they are getting better. Okay, great. So let's look at it one more time. She was very sick last week. She was very sick last week, but now she's on the mend. But now she's on the mend. Okay, let's look at a worksheet. We have example sentences done by the green team. Let's check out their worksheet, and it's right up there, right? On the top. It's too small. We have to make it larger. Let's make it larger. Here we go. And we have example sentences by the green team, right? So our idiom is on the mend. That means to improve in health. And we have Marion's sentence. I think Marion's here. Is Marion here today? Well, if he's not here now, he'll show up. Okay, here we go. This is Marion's sentence. My fractured leg is in a cast and now I'm on the mend. Very good. My fractured leg is in a cast and now I'm on the mend. Good news. Lolly's here. Here is Lolly's sentence. I'm on the mend after my eye surgery. I'm on the mend after my eye surgery. We are happy to hear that. Good news for Lolly. And that's a true story, I think. Yeah, actually, it is a true story. Okay. Tetsuro. Is Tetsuro here today? Maybe he'll come later. Okay, here's Tetsuro's sentence. The company hit a rough patch, but it seems to be on the mend now. The company hit a rough patch, but it seems to be on the mend now. Good sentence, Tetsuro. Rough patch, hit a rough patch, meaning the business has some problems. Business is down. Business isn't so good, right? It hit a rough patch. It is having trouble. But now it's on the mend. It's improving. So that's good news. Yes, and Lolly confirmed true story. Okay, Mary. Now, Mary might be coming later. She's sometimes here on Tuesdays. Here is Mary's sentence. Joe was in an accident last week, but the doctor says he's on the mend. Oh wait, I read that wrong. The cursor was in the way already. I missed already. Here we go, one more time. Joe was in an accident last week, but the doctor says he's already on the mend. Joe was in an accident last week, but the doctor says he's already on the mend. Yes, good news. Mirena's here, Miley. Mirena's here. And this is her sentence. After hip surgery, I'm definitely on the mend now, bouncing back. That's a true story too. We're happy to hear that. After hip surgery, I'm definitely on the mend now, bouncing back. Great. So bouncing back, getting better, that kind of similar to on the mend, right? Bouncing back is similar to on the mend. Okay, Marcos's sentence, he usually comes here maybe a little later. He'll be here. Marcos's sentence. Sue has been ill with the flu, but she's on the mend now. Sue has been ill with the flu, but she's on the mend now. Good sentence. Tomas is here. Here is Tomas's sentence. I hope my girlfriend will be on the mend soon. I hope my girlfriend will be on the mend soon. So I hope, if that is a true story, we want her to get better ASAP. ASAP. Okay, good. All right, so there we go. We have example sentences here below. You write your own sentences. So I want to see your sentence. On the mend. Please use the idiom on the mend. Let's see your sentences. There's Marcos. I knew he'd be here. Okay. I'm looking at the chat now. Okay, Simon has a sentence. She had been sick for a week. Now she is on the mend. Good. Sleepwalker has a sentence. Please give him some time. He is still on the mend. Very good sentence. Zara has a sentence. Zara's sentence. My son broke his hand a month ago. He is now on the mend. Good. Helga, her sentence. He ate a lot of ice cream and caught a cold and I'm sorry, my throat. Okay, here we go. One more time for Helga's sentence. He ate a lot of ice cream and caught a cold in his throat. But he is on the mend now. Good. Lolly's sentence. After a serious illness, she is finally on the mend. Good sentence. Okay, I'm going to use our timer here, and let's go 3 more minutes using the idiom on the mend. Let's make it 3 minutes. Then we will go to our next activity. That is listening with a twist. So after this, we'll have some listening practice. It's a story, and then there are 2 versions of the original story, and in the versions, like the first version, there are things that change, and then of course in the second version as well, more things change. So you have to listen for those changes. It's a twist. Okay, write your sentence in the chat. Write your sentence. And our idiom is on the mend. That means improving in health. She was very sick last week, but now she's on the mend. She's getting better. She's improving. Her health is improving. Getting better. Day by day, getting better. Getting well. Nguyen, hello. Okay, Sleepwalker, we visited our friend in the hospital and we're glad to see that he is on the mend. Nice sentence. Miley, he is now on the mend after a bee's nest attacked him. Oh, the bees. Watch out for the bees. Don't disturb the bees. Leave them in peace. Okay, Marcos. After serious trouble on the stock market, the company is on the mend now. Shams, hello Shams. Shams has a sentence. Last week I was very sick, but now I'm on the mend. Lolly, he's on the mend and should be back at work soon. Very good. Samuel, hello Samuel. Joe lost his job and got depressed, but he is recently on the mend. Good, Samuel. Trolley, I heard my friend is having a surgery. I hope my friend is on the mend. Helga, she injured her back, but with massage and exercise, she is on the mend now. Great sentences. Fantastic. And like I always say, We learn by example. So the more sentences, the more examples in the chat, the more learning will happen. So please write sentences, help yourself by practicing, and help others with your example sentences. We can all learn together. And to enter the chat, you must be a subscriber to my channel. I do that to keep the bots out, to keep the spamming out, so we have a safe and fun place to practice our English together. So subscribe, enter the chat, and give us your sentence. Okay, Sleepwalker. Our relationship are on the mend after terrible. Okay, you want to use is. Yeah, so our relationship is on the mend after a terrible scandal. Yep, that's a good sentence. You just want to use is. Our relationship is. Relationship, singular, right? Okay, good. Let's now go to our next activity. Yeah, there you go, Sleepwalker. Our relationship is on the mend. Very good. Okay, our next activity is listening with the twist. Listening with the twist. Right here, I'll write it right here, number 2. Okay, so it's a listening activity. Hold on, let me get the idiom worksheet put away. Get it put away here. I'll put it away. And of course, Patreon for all the worksheets. Okay, there you go. Right there in your place. Okay, so let's get to our next activity. Listening with a twist. There's an original story. Original story. Or we can say base story. Okay, so original story, the base story. Then we have 2 versions. Yeah, version 1. And version 2. And there's changes in version 1, and there are more changes in version 2. So I will read the original story 3 times. You will listen carefully. Then I will show you the story. Then I will read the first version, and you have to listen for changes. So what changed from the first story to the first version, okay? So it's listening with the twist, because there are twists in the story, right? Things change. There are twists in the story. Okay, here we go. Now I will read it 3 times. You will not see the sentences. You will not see the story. You're just purely listening. It's a listening activity. Okay, I gotta get it here for me. Okay, now I see the story. I'll read it 3 times. Are you ready? Okay, listen very carefully. Here we go. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Leo joined a cooking class on Tuesday evening. The instructor taught them how to make pasta. First, they chopped vegetables and boiled water. Then they cooked the noodles and added sauce. At the end, everyone tasted each other's dishes and took photos. Okay, here we go. I'll read it 3 times, the second time. Leo joined a cooking class on Tuesday evening. The instructor taught them how to make pasta. First, they chopped vegetables and boiled water. Then they cooked the noodles and added sauce. At the end, everyone tasted each other's dishes and took photos. Okay, here we go. One more time. Last time, third time. Leo joined a cooking class on Tuesday evening. The instructor taught them how to make pasta. First, they chopped vegetables, boiled water, then they cooked noodles and added sauce. At the end, everyone tasted each other's dishes and took photos. Okay, that's the base story, the original story. Let's have a look at it, all right? We'll read it together. There it is right there. Let's read the original story. Here it is. Leo joined a cooking class on Tuesday evening. The instructor taught them how to make pasta. First, they chopped vegetables and boiled water. Then they cooked the noodles and added sauce. At the end, everyone tasted each other's dishes and took photos. Okay, that is the base story. Now here we go. Version 1, what are the changes? And I'll tell you how many there are. Let's see, there are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But one is a group. So even though it's not changes, right? So it could be one word or it could be a group of words, like a chunk of words, a phrase, right? So it could be one word or a group of words, but 6 changes. Okay, here we go. Version 1, I'll read it 3 times. Can you hear what changed? Okay, here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Leo joined a cooking class on Wednesday evening. The instructor taught them how to make soup. First, they chopped vegetables and heated broth. Then they cooked the soup and added spices. At the end, everyone tasted each other's dishes and took videos. Okay, second time, here we go. Leo joined a cooking class on Wednesday evening. The instructor taught them how to make soup. First, they chopped vegetables and heated broth. Then they cooked the soup and added spices. At the end, everyone tasted each other's dishes and took videos. Okay, last time, this is the third reading. Here we go, last reading. Leo joined a cooking class on Wednesday evening. The instructor taught them how to make soup. First, they chopped vegetables and heated broth. Then they cooked the soup and added spices. At the end, everyone tasted each other's dishes and took videos. Okay. Now I couldn't see the chat when I was reading it, but now I see the chat. Sleepwalker, Wednesday, soup, heated broth, cooked soup, added spices, video. That's 6. Helga, Wednesday evening, soup, heated broth, soup, and added spices and video. Yeah, that's 6. Trolley, Wednesday, soup, heated broth, cooked soup, added spices, videos. That's 6. Lolly, Wednesday, soup, heated broth, soup, spices, videos. 6. Zara, soup, heated broth, added spices, took videos. Okay. A couple more seconds and then I'll put it up on the screen so we can read it together. You can see the first version. Samuel, Wednesday, make soup, heated broth, added spices, took videos. Okay, let's have a look. Let's bring it up. Let's have a look. Okay, here we go. Here are the changes. Okay, oh, good, Shams. Nice. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. Number 2, Leo joined a cooking class on Wednesday evening. Yeah, so Tuesday changed to Wednesday. The instructor taught them how to make soup. So pasta changed to soup. First, they chopped vegetables and heated broth. Okay, so boiled water changed to heated broth. Then they cooked the soup. So noodles changed to soup, added spices. So sauce changed to spices. At the end, everyone tasted each other's dishes and took videos. So photos changed to videos. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. We got more changes. We got another version. So I'm going to read it again, but there are other changes. All right, so what are the other changes? And I'll tell you how many. And each time we do it, there's more changes, right? So each time there are more things to listen for. Okay, so the next changes are, and how many? We have 1. These are groups, okay? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 6, but there are groups of words, okay? So, for example, we had, let's say Tuesday evening. Let's say that's a group, Tuesday evening, okay? If that changes to Wednesday morning, right? So that's a change, that's one change. So there are 6 changes again, but there are more words in each group, okay? So here we go. I will read it 3 times. Listen for the changes. I can't see the chat because I'm looking at the story. Okay, count down. I'll read it 3 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Leo joined a baking class on Saturday morning. The instructor showed them how to make cookies. First, they mixed ingredients in a big bowl. Then they shaped the dough. At the end, everyone shared cookies and took photos. Second time, Leo joined a baking class on Saturday morning. The instructor showed them how to make cookies. First, they mixed ingredients in a big bowl. Then they shaped the dough. At the end, everyone shared cookies and took photos. Okay, third time, last time. Leo joined a baking class on Saturday morning. The instructor showed them how to make cookies. First, they mixed ingredients in a big bowl. Then they shaped the dough. At the end, everyone shared cookies and took photos. Okay, there's some long changes there. Okay, I can see the chat. Okay. Oh, sleepwalker, bouillon broth. Okay. Okay, I think a little different. Bouillon is like a flavor. Broth, I guess it's like the same, yeah. So it's like the base of the soup base. Right? So there's like beef bouillon, chicken bouillon. Yeah, so that's the base of the soup. And then you add spices and the ingredients you want, right? Okay, yeah, good. So yeah, I agree. Bouillon equals broth. Broth is the base, the liquid. And then you add things into the liquid, the broth. Okay, let's do the changes here. Okay, Sleepwalker, baking, Saturday morning, cookies, mixed ingredients in a big bowl, shaped the dough, shared the cookies. 6. Lolly, baking class, Saturday morning, cookies, mixed ingredients in a big bowl, shaped the dough, shared the cookies. 6. Good, Lolly. Helga, baking class, Saturday morning, cookies, mixed ingredients in a big bowl, shaped the dough, shared the cookies. Lolly, broth equals thin soup. I get, the liquid, right? So the broth is the liquid, right? You use a spoon for soup. You can't use a fork. If you use a fork, you'll never get that broth, right? So yeah, use a spoon so you get the broth and the ingredients. Okay, Trolley, baking Saturday morning, cookies, mix the ingredients in a big bowl, shape the dough, share the cookies. Good, Trolley. That's 6. Samuel, baking class, Saturday, make cookies, mix ingredients in a big bowl, shared cookies. Zara, baking class, Saturday morning, cookies, mixed ingredients in a big bowl, shaped the dough. Yeah, great job, Lolly. A lot of times like, oh, I didn't get all the changes, right? She got it this time. Okay, let's have a look at the third one here, the third story. Here we go. And there we go. You can see all the stories now. Okay, let's read it together. Okay, here we go. So, story number 3. Leo joined a baking class. Okay, so cooking class changed to baking class on Saturday morning. So Tuesday evening changed to Saturday morning. The instructor showed them how to make cookies. So pasta changed to cookies. First, they mixed the ingredients in a big bowl. So chopped vegetables and boiled water changes to mixed ingredients in a big bowl. Then they shaped the dough. So cooked noodles and added sauce changed to shaped the dough. At the end, everyone shared cookies. So tasted each other's dishes, changed to shared cookies, and took photos. Okay, nice. Okay, so we're gonna do now, good job everyone. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna read all 3 together. And then after that, you'll read it on your own. Okay, so let's read all 3 together. Here we go. Leo joined, this is the first story. Leo joined a cooking class on Tuesday evening. The instructor taught them how to make pasta. First, they chopped vegetables and boiled water. Then they cooked the noodles and added sauce. At the end, everyone tasted each other's dishes and took photos. 2. Leo joined a cooking class on Wednesday evening. The instructor taught them how to make soup. First, they chopped vegetables and heated broth. Then they cooked the soup and added spices. At the end, everyone tasted each other's dishes and took videos. And for the third one, here we go. Leo joined a baking class on Saturday morning. The instructor showed them how to make cookies. First, they mixed the ingredients in a big bowl. Then they shaped the dough. At the end, everyone shared cookies and took photos. Okay, good. All right, so those were the 3 stories. Now, what I want you to do, I'm going to put 3 minutes. Well, there's 3 minutes now on the timer. So I want you to read all 3 stories yourself. I want you to read the stories, the sentences out loud. I want you to hear yourself read. I want you to hear yourself read. I want you to hear your own voice, not just in your head, but speaking voice, your speaking voice, not your inner voice, not your thought voice, not your thinking voice, but your speaking voice, the sound of your voice. Okay, so here we go. It's your turn to read. And when you finish, in the chat, write done, so I know that you did it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put 3 minutes, countdown, and here we go, and start. 3 minutes. Okay. All right, that was 3 minutes. So everyone finished. Okay, I'm going to decrease the size, shrink it. Okay, is everyone done? I can put it away. Okay, good, Helga. Yeah, it's good practice. So as many times as you can, right? You know, the more you do it, the better you get, right? The more you do it, the better you get. And it's really important to do repetition, right? So you can, the more you do it, right? So in my classes at the universities, we're always doing the activities again and again, so the students can get faster at it, they can understand more, right? And so just one time, a lot of times not enough, right? We want to remember this, not forget, right? So the more we do it, the more repetition we have, the more we practice with it, the more you will remember. Okay, good. Let's go to our next activity now. All right, and everything's on my Patreon, right? So that listening with the twist, that's on my Patreon. Everything you see here on the screen is on my Patreon. Okay, let's now go to Lolly's Revenge. Yeah, so hold on, I got one more thing. I got to put this away. Okay, I'm ready for Lolly's Revenge. Are you ready? Okay, so this is our next activity. Number 3 is Lolly's Revenge. Okay, it's a conversation between 2 people. Yeah, we have Joe and Sue, Joe and Sue. There are 4 steps. Step 1 is the conversation. Step 2, we have questions and answers. Step 3, we will read the conversation. And then step 4, we will shadow. Speaking practice. Yeah, okay, so this is a great activity because you do a lot of different things, right? You're listening, then you're answering questions, and then you're reading, and then you're speaking. So there's a lot of learning here. And yeah, so we enjoy this every week. All right, so I will read the conversation 3 times. You will not see the conversation. You will be listening for the conversation, and I want you to listen carefully because we have questions and answers. The reason for that is to check your comprehension. Comprehension is how much do you remember of the listening, right? So what is your retention? What is your memory, right? Retention is remembering. Retention is remembering, okay? So here we go. I will read it 3 times. I will not be able to see the chat. I cannot see the chat now because I only see the conversation. The conversation's on my screen. It is covering the chat, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, here we go. This is Joe. When you see my thumb, Joe is speaking. This is Sue. When you see my pinky, Sue is speaking. There's a jet flying over. Give me a second here. Let's wait for the jet to finish its flyover. Let's wait for the jet to do its flyover. All right. Kind of makes a turn. It comes over here, and then when it makes a turn and it's going that way, the exhaust is coming towards us, and that's the sound, the exhaust of the engines. That's what makes it so loud, the exhaust, the power coming out of the engine. So the engines push the jet forward, right? It's not a bird, it doesn't flap its wings. What it does is it propulsion, right? Those big jets shoot and it causes the wind to go over the wings, and that gives it its lift. That's how the plane gets in the air, the wings, right? So that the air moves over the wings and there's lift, and so as there's pressure coming down on the wings, the plane flies. And so that's way planes fly. Okay, here we go. It's finished. The jet is gone. Okay, so Joe is first. I will read it 3 times. Here we go. First time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Joe's first. I'm going to Larry's place. Say hi to Larry for me. I will. He hurt his back the other day. Oh, how did he do that? He was helping a friend move, but he's on the mend. That's good. However, he can't stop eating junk food. What's going on with him? He can't move much, so he's eating a lot. I'll make a salad for him. Okay, that was the first time. Here we go. Second time. Joe is first. I'm going to Larry's place. Say hi to Larry for me. I will. He hurt his back the other day. Oh, how did he do that? He was helping a friend move, but he's on the mend. That's good. However, he can't stop eating junk food. What's going on with him? He can't move much, so he's eating a lot. I'll make a salad for him. Okay, here we go. Last time. It's really hot here in Japan. It's really, really hot. So I'm hot. Here we go. Last time, third time. I'm going to Larry's place. Say hi to Larry for me. I will. He hurt his back the other day. Oh, how did he do that? He was helping a friend move, but he's on the mend. That's good. However, he can't stop eating junk food. What's going on with him? He can't move much, so he's eating a lot. I'll make a salad for him. Okay, there we go. That was the conversation. I read it 3 times. I'll check the box here. Okay, now we got questions and answers. Okay. I gotta find the questions. Okay, I see. You can't see the question, but I'll show you the question. But first, I want you to hear it. I want you to listen for it. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Where is Joe going? Where is Joe going? Where is Joe going? Okay, here we go. Bring it down here. There's the question. Make it larger. Yeah. Where is Joe going? Okay, that's put away. Okay, there we go. Okay, where is Joe going? I'm looking at the chat now. Sleepwalker says Joe is going to Larry's place. Helga, he's going to Larry's place. Apartment. Miley, he's going to Larry's place. Tomas, he's going to his friends. Marcos, he's going to Larry's place. Lolly, he's going to Larry's place. Ella, hello Ella. Mitra, he's going to Larry's place. Samuel, he's going to Larry's home. Trolley, he's going to Larry's place. Shams, Joe's going to Larry's place. Okay, that is right. You guys got it. Good job. Here we go. Question number 2. Yes, Hannah, he's going to Larry's place. That is the right answer. Number 3, or no. Question number 2. Question number 2. How did Larry hurt his back? How did Larry hurt his back? how did Larry hurt his back? I'll put it right here so you can see it. Okay, how did Larry hurt his back? Yeah, good, Sleepwalker. That's right, Helga. Yes, Zara. Okay, you guys are doing great, of course. You guys, your listening is very nice. Your listening skills are very nice. Miley says, to help his friend with not movie. Yeah, Samuel. Trolley. Yes. Yes, Joe is a good person. Lolly, he hurt his back when he was helping his friend Larry move. Yeah, good, Tomas. Larry helped to move in one of his friends. Marcos, he was helping a friend move. Perfect. Shams, he helped a friend move. Anna, he was helping his friend move. Yeah, good, Miley. Yeah, move. Like furniture, right? So move meaning move houses, move apartments. You have to, if you move from one place to another place, you know, there's a bed, there's there's lots of things you have to move from one place to another, and a lot of heavy things, many heavy things. So you need someone to help, and you have to be careful not to hurt your back lifting heavy things and boxes, right? Books and records and whatever, right? Heavy things. Kitchen, right? Kitchen utensils. Those things are heavy. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Ella, Larry's back was hurt when he was helping his friend move. Perfect. Yeah, so Helga says his friend saved on movers, right? So if you hire a company, they'll do it for you, but it's expensive, right? So if you want to do it on the cheap, then you call up your friends. Hey, can you help me move, right? And I've been there many times. I've done that many times. I've done it both ways, right? I've had people help me and I've helped other people. So you always, if someone asks you for help, you always do it because you might need their help in the future. Okay, here we go. So question number 3. Why is Sue making a salad? Question 3. Why is Sue making a salad? Why is Sue making a salad? There we go. Why is Sue making a salad? Ella, Larry's back was hurt when he was helping his friend move. Yes. Okay, number 3, Sleepwalker. Because Larry started eating only junk food and became fatter. Helga, she wants to make Larry eat healthy. Helga, she wants Larry to eat healthy. She wants Larry to eat healthy. Good. Lolly, a salad is better for Larry's health. Good. Zara, because Larry's getting fat, he doesn't move. Samuel, because he likes eating junk food. Marcos, Sue's salad will help Larry with healthy food. Helga, she wants Larry to eat healthy. Yeah, so he's on the mend. So we want him to, so part of being, part of improving your health, is eating the right foods. Tomas, because she wanted Larry to eat healthier food. Yeah, good, Tomas. To eat healthier food. Ella, Sue is making a salad because she is worried about Larry's health. Very good, Ella. Yeah, you guys got it. Nice, nice, nice. Right, so Larry hurt his back, so he can't move much. And so maybe, you know, cooking is difficult for him. So he's eating a lot of junk food, maybe fast food. You know, maybe he's not cooking at home right now. He's ordering food from restaurants, right? Delivery, and that's not healthy. So Sue goes, okay, I want Larry to, you know, get better sooner. So I'll make him something healthy. Truly, she wants Larry to be healthy. Good, Hannah, because Larry is eating a lot of junk food, and that is not good for him. Yeah, Tomas, good. To eat. So, because she wanted Larry to eat healthier food. Helga, Larry will eat everything, even a salad. Okay, here we go. Question number 4. And this is for you, of course. I always try to put questions for you. I want you to answer with your own experience, okay? So this is for you. Question number 4. Do you eat much junk food? Do you eat much junk food? Do you eat much junk food? This is for you. What's your answer? Not Larry, you. Oh, good. Helga says no. That's good, Helga. Hannah says, nope. We got healthy people here. Sleepwalker, nope. Sometimes I eat pizza, but it happens rarely. Good, good. We got healthy people in the chat. Tomas, no, I don't. Trolley, no, I don't. Shams, no. You guys, really? Everyone's so healthy. Everyone's super healthy here. Okay, Samuel says, yeah, sometimes I would rather have junk food. Marcos, occasionally I eat junk food, but only when I'm in a rush. No time for healthy food. Tomas, ice cream is not junk food. Ice cream doesn't count. Just like they say on the opposite end, right? So Tomas is saying ice cream doesn't count. Ice cream is not junk food, right? So Tomas is saying ice cream's not junk food. And then on the other side, the other side of the coin, the flip side, potatoes are not vegetables, right? Or they're vegetables, but potatoes don't count. So if you're saying, oh, I eat lots of vegetables and it's potatoes, potatoes don't count. So vegetables, if you want to eat healthy, healthy vegetables, broccoli, asparagus, tomatoes, carrots, right? Not potatoes. Potatoes don't count, just like ice cream doesn't count for junk food, right, Tomas? Miley says, no. And if I eat it, I get very Oh, sorry, Miley. No, and if I eat it, I eat just a little. I eat just a little. Okay, good. So Miley's saying the quantity is bad, not the quality. Wow, Zara, I haven't eaten fast food for 4 years. Wow. Wally says, I am on a diet and I don't eat ultra processed foods. I am following intermediate fasting. Okay, so this is good. Let's talk about it a little bit. I gotta be careful with the time. So processed food, that is basically lots of processed foods. So not fresh, right? So processed foods would be, foods with lots of ingredients, man-made ingredients, right? And usually made in a factory, right? So it's processed. There's lots of additives to make it last a long time, right? So anyway, so look on the back of the box, look on the back of the bag, and if there's lots of ingredients, then that's processed food. Intermediate fasting is not eating food, right? Just drinking water, for example. So fasting is not eating. So it's kind of a new thing. Intermediate fasting. Intermediate means sometimes, right? So you're, it's hard to explain, but intermediate, maybe you don't eat for 10 hours and then you have something. Then you don't eat for 10 hours, then you have something, right? So 10 hours no eating, then you have something to eat. 10 hours no eating, then you have something to eat. So you're eating, but it's a time schedule. Okay, I'm really sweating here. This is terrible. Okay, so here, this is Lolly's schedule. 16 hours, no eating. So intermediate fasting, 16-8. So 16 hours, and then after 16 hours, you eat something. Then you wait 8 hours and you eat something. I think that's what you're doing, right, Lolly? You go 16 hours without food. You eat a meal, then you go 8 hours, eat a meal, then you go 16. Meal, 8, meal, 16, meal. Okay, good luck. Good luck with that, Lolly. I hope you succeed. Okay, good. Yeah, so Helga, the thing about ice cream, there's just a lot of fat. So there's not a lot of process. So I agree, ice cream isn't, I don't think it's junk food either. But there's high calories, right? Because there's lots of cream and sugar. So ice cream, I think ice cream is better to eat than, let's say, French fries. Or ice cream's better than a hamburger. But ice cream has lots of calories. It's high in fat. Okay, let's continue. I'm sweating. I want to get going faster because this is like today. It's like over 40 today here in Japan. 40. I was out. I had to do some errands, and it was like 41, 42. It was crazy today. I got the air conditioning on, but it's not helping because I got lights. The heat of the lights and the weather, the air conditioning is not working. no fan here because it would be, right? Only air conditioner, but that's not really working. Okay, let's go now to that was questions, right? Right here, questions and answers. Okay, Hannah, you got it. Yeah, I'm sweating here. My glasses are falling off my face. Okay, here we go. Let's read it. Let's look at the conversation together. Here we go. Let's make it larger. Here we go. And here is the conversation. Let's read it together. I'm going to Larry's place. Say hi to Larry for me. I will. He hurt his back the other day. Oh, how did he do that? He was helping a friend move, but he's on the mend. That's good. However, he can't stop eating junk food. What's going on with him? He can't move much, so he's eating a lot. I'll make a salad for him. Nice, Sue. Sue's a good person. Okay, here we go. Let's read it again. I'm going to Larry's place. Say hi to Larry for me. I will. He hurt his back the other day. Oh, how did he do that? He was helping a friend move, but he's on the mend. That's good. However, he can't stop eating junk food. What's going on with him? He can't move much, so he's eating a lot. I'll make a salad for him. Okay, let's do it one more time. Ella. That's funny. Okay, here we go. Joe says, I'm going to Larry's place. Say hi to Larry for me. I will. He hurt his back the other day. Oh, how did he do that? He was helping a friend move, but he's on the mend. That's good. However, he can't stop eating junk food. What's going on with him? He can't move much, so he's eating a lot. I'll make a salad for him. Very kind of Sue to help Larry out, making a salad for him. That's nice. Okay, that was the reading part. We read it 3 times together. Let's check the box. Okay, let's shadow now. Let's say the sentences. Let's be Joe. Let's be Sue. Here we go. It is shadowing time. It is speaking time. Okay, speaking practice time. Okay, here we go. We're going to say the sentences together 3 times together. Here we go. Count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to Larry's place. I'm going to Larry's place. I'm going to Larry's place. Say hi to Larry for me. Say hi to Larry for me. Say hi to Larry for me. I will. He hurt his back the other day. I will. He hurt his back the other day. I will. He hurt his back the other day. Oh, how did he do that? Oh, how did he do that? Oh, how did he do that? He was helping a friend move, but he's on the mend. He was helping a friend move, but he's on the mend. He was helping a friend move, but he's on the mend. That's good. That's good. That's good. However, he can't stop eating junk food. However, he can't stop eating junk food. However, he can't stop eating junk food. What's going on with him? What's going on with him? What's going on with him? He can't move much, so he's eating a lot. He can't move much, so he's eating a lot. He can't move much, so he's eating a lot. I'll make a salad for him. I'll make a salad for him. I'll make a salad for him. Okay, good. All right, that was shadowing. We said the sentences together 3 times, so let's check the box. Okay, after we shadow, we always check the sentences one more time. I will put the conversation on the screen. Let's look at the sentences one more time. There it is. Let's do it one more time here. I'm going to Larry's place. Say hi to Larry for me. I will. He hurt his back the other day. Oh, how did he do that? He was helping a friend move, but he's on the mend. That's good. However, he can't stop eating junk food. What's going on with him? He can't move much, so he's eating a lot. I'll make a salad for him. All right. That was Lolly's Revenge. That was 4 steps for your success. Yes, conversation, questions and answers, reading and shadowing. Okay, great job, everyone. Now let's go to our next activity. And I think this is going to be our last activity, okay? Because it's too hot for me. Let's do this last one. This is the 2nd week in a row we didn't do the substitution practice. We'll do it next week, okay? But I made a new style for this worksheet. Remember we talked about it last week? Well, I took your suggestions and changed the format of the worksheet. So let's test it out. Let's see how you like it. Okay, so here we go. Number 4. This will be our last one today. Positive, negative connotations. Pairs. Okay, so we got adjectives, and then we're going to use 2 adjectives to mean the same thing, but one adjective has a positive connotation, the other has a negative connotation. Connotation is feeling, right? So words have feelings. When you say a nice thing, people feel happy. That's positive, right? If you say something mean, if you say a negative word, right? You say something bad, the person feels bad, the person feels sad, the person doesn't feel good. It's a negative connotation, right? It's a minus. So we got a plus and a minus. Connotation is feeling and pairs. So, and we got charismatic, show off. Wait. That's an I. Kara. Okay, charismatic and show off. And that means we could use that as charming. Okay, and then we have energetic. And loud. And that can be lively. And then we have hold on. Okay, knowledgeable. Knowledgeable. Experienced. Wait. No. My writing is all confusing here. I scratch. Okay, so experienced and old. And that could be knowledgeable. Okay, so we got pairs here, right? So these are the pairs: charismatic, show off; energetic, loud; experienced, old. Okay, and so charismatic, show off, charming; energetic, loud, lively; experienced, old, knowledgeable. Okay, so we could have a one-word meaning, right? So here we have a positive connotation, negative connotation, positive connotation, negative connotation, positive connotation, negative connotation, and then we have like one word: charming, lively, knowledgeable. Okay, so let's look at the worksheet. Okay, and there's activities for you. There's 2 pages. Here's the first page. Let's make it larger. Okay, so I kind of did that already on the board, but go ahead and practice that in the chat. So match each negative with its positive partner. So we have show off, loud, old. We have energetic, experienced, charismatic. Then we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, good, Sleepwalker. Good. Yeah. So I'm hot, but she's saying I'm wearing two. I have a shirt and a t-shirt. So I need a shirt because I have the mic. And so I don't think you want to see my hairy chest. I have a hairy chest. I don't think you want to see that. So I'm shy, and so I wear a t-shirt under my shirt. Today I didn't wear the shirt, just the t-shirt. But if I only wore the t-shirt, I can't put the mic, no place for the mic. So I need to wear the shirt for the mic. Yes, melting man, the melting man. Okay, good job, everyone. Okay, let's go to our part 2 here. I'm going to make it larger. Okay, here we go. So choose the best word. Be sure the connotation matches the meaning of the sentence, right? So she's very, when speaking in front of a crowd. He acts like a total at every event. 3, the kids were 2 during class. 4, she brings a or an energy to the team. 5, our guide was very and answered all our questions. 6, my grandfather is but full of wisdom. So remember, we're using these adjectives: show off, loud, old, energetic, experienced, charismatic. And if you want to use charming, lively, knowledgeable, that's okay. You could use those. So try to remember our words, okay? If I make it smaller, then maybe it'd be hard for some people to see on their phones. So let's see, Lolly, she's very charismatic when speaking in front of a crowd. Very good. Yeah, so 1, charismatic. Ella, show off. She acts like a total show off at every event. Yeah, good. Okay, Ella says loud for 3. The kids were too loud during class. Yeah. So remember, 2 is negative, right? So 2 is a negative, and so we want to use a negative, right? Too loud. Good. Okay, good, Sleepwalker. He acts like a total show-off at every event. Okay, yeah, loud. The kids were too loud during class. And then we'll look at the words again in case I don't want you to forget. Show off, loud, old, energetic, experienced, charismatic, charming, lively, knowledgeable. Okay, Sleepwalker, she brings, and then charismatic energy. So we can use for charismatic energy. Yeah. We can I like for number 4 we could say lively. She brings a lively energy to the team. We can say she brings a charismatic energy to the team. We can say she brings an experienced energy to the team. We can do that. So we can there's you know, a number of adjectives you can use with energy. Yeah, she brings a charismatic energy to the team. That's good. Okay, Ella, yeah, our guide was very experienced and answered all our questions. That's good. Yeah, a charismatic energy. Good. Good, Miley. Yeah. Very good. Good, Lolly. Yep. Experienced. My grandfather is charismatic, but full of... so number 4, my grandfather is but. So remember, but... So for but, it's either positive, negative, or negative, positive, right? So you can't use 2 positives or 2 negatives. You can't do that, right? So number 6, my grandfather. So like my grandfather is old but full of wisdom. Yeah. So we need to use a negative connotation with that because there's a but. Yeah, good, Trolley. Okay, good job, everyone. Let's go to part 3 now. Okay, so number 3, part 3, write your own sentence. Use each adjective to write your own sentence. Try to make the meaning clear from the context. So we got, and we'll do like a time on this, okay? So we have charismatic, we have show off, we have energetic, we have loud, we have experienced, we have old. So let's do a time on this, okay? So you don't have to do every one, but let's do a time. Let's go 5 minutes and use as many words as you can, as many adjectives as you can, okay, in 5 minutes. So how many adjectives, how many sentences can you use in 5 minutes? Okay, that's what we'll do. Okay, here's 5 minutes. Let's start. It's counting down. So it's up to you. Use these adjectives any way you want to. Use them how you would like. I'll make it larger so people on their phone can see easily. Okay, there we go. That's good. Okay, there we go. There are the adjectives. 5 minutes. How many sentences can you write using these adjectives? Oh, good, Sleepwalker. She has a charismatic personality. That's why I like spending time with her. Good. Helga, don't be a show-off, but try to be charismatic. Good, good. Okay, Helga, don't be a show-off. Good sentence. Helga, I'm energetic sometimes. I would say I'm sometimes energetic. I think that's a little more natural. I mean, you're fine. I'm energetic sometimes. But I think it sounds a little more natural if you say, I'm sometimes energetic. Helga, I don't like loud people. Miley, he's charismatic. He's a charismatic leader. Unfortunately, attracted many. Let's see, we got to change your sentence a little bit. He's a charismatic leadership. Unfortunately, he attracts many people. Unfortunately, he attracts many people. Yeah, good, Helga. Don't be a show-off. Sleepwalker, his colleagues don't want to listen to him because he's always showing off. Okay, Sleepwalker, because he's always showing off. Yeah, I'm sometimes energetic. That sounds a little better, I think. Okay, Lolly, my English teacher is charismatic and answers all our questions. Mark is energetic and enthusiastic. That's the reason we love him. Mwah. Thank you, Sleepwalker. Mwah, mwah. See, your fantastic sentences give me the energy. Your fantastic energy in the chat gives me energy. I get energy from you. Marcos, Larry bought a new sports car just to show off and prove he can afford one. Good one, Marcos. Nice sentence. Samuel, my dad was experienced. Tomas, I am old and experienced. Okay, I'm an old and experienced driver. I'm an old and experienced driver. Sleepwalker, our neighbors were loud last night. Our neighbors were, that's past, were loud last night. Miley, he is a charismatic leader and unfortunately attracts many people. Good. So he is. Lolly, my little brother is energetic and sometimes he is loud. Nice sentences. We have about another minute. Lolly, my English teacher Mark is experienced and charismatic. Mwah. Thank you. That makes me happy. That makes me happy because Those are positive connotations. So your positive connotations make me feel happy. Your positive connotations, your positive, I should say, your positive adjectives makes me happy. Your positive adjectives make me happy. Yes, good, Tomas, and old and experienced. Helga, teenagers think that they are very experienced. Good. Sleepwalk, okay. Okay, I missed those. Okay, Marcos. Joe joined a lot of experience. Wait. Joe, sorry, gained. I'm sorry, I read it wrong. Joe gained a lot of experience working as a carpenter. Now he's an experienced carpenter. Very good, Marcos. Sleepwalker, please listen to your grandmother. She is experienced and can give you good advice. Samuel, never be a show-off, but try to be charismatic. Miley, he is a show-off man, and everyone knows it. We don't need man. He is a show-off, and everyone knows it. Lolly, my English teacher always wears beautiful shirts. He is elegant. Thank you for the positive adjectives. Yeah, so our 5 minutes is up. We'll go to page 2 now. So positive adjectives, right? And so adjectives describe people and things, right? And so when you use positive adjectives, you're giving positive, good connotations, good feelings. So the person receiving your positive adjectives feels good, right? So you're giving me positive adjectives, so that made me feel happy. So thank you. Okay, let's go to page 2 now. Oh, Marcos, let's see. Some people are born charismatic. Some are born disgusting. Okay, let's go to number 2. Yeah, Miley says, children are always loud. That's true. That is true. Okay, page 2. Here we go. Here we go, part 4. Write rather. The following words have a positive or a negative connotation. Okay, so these are not these particular adjectives, but they're similar. Okay, so page 2, we are using similar adjectives, similar meanings, but different. And do these have positive or negative connotations? So I will read the adjectives. Let's read them together. Let me get some water here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Let's say the adjectives together. Boastful, boastful, boastful. Expressive, expressive. I'll make it large. I can make it a little bit larger for you. I want you guys to see them easily. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're saying them together. Let's do it again. Boastful, boastful. Expressive, expressive. Elderly, elderly. Vibrant, vibrant. Noisy, noisy. Dynamic, dynamic. Wise, wise. Braggy, braggy. Okay, so are those positive or negative connotations? Boastful. Yeah, good, Miley. Good, sleepwalker. Yes. 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 Good, Helga. Good, Lolly. Marcos, good. Yeah, okay, you guys got it. Yes. Marcos. Good, Lolly. Yes, Marcos. Yeah, good, Lolly. So Helga, actually, elderly, I think, is positive. It's hard. I think it could go either way. Elderly can go either. Yeah, so I'm going to say, yeah, so that's a tough one. The thing is, the thing is, like, you don't want to be called elderly, it's a positive thing, right? So if you're like, if you were organizing an event, let's say, or you're opening a business for older people, you would say, oh, this event is for elderly people, right? And that's not negative. But if I don't want to be elderly, and so I think it's which point of view, right? So I think elderly can, depending on the context, depending on the situation, it could go either way. It could go negative or positive. So experienced, right? That's like, oh, you're experienced. That means you've lived a long time, right? Because you've experienced many things. You've lived a long time. You're elderly and experienced, right? So, but you don't want to be elderly, right? We want to think of ourselves like inside, I'm young. Outside, I'm old. But so I think it can go either way depending on the point of view, depending on the context, depending on who is saying it. Or lucky people can become elderly. Yeah, or only lucky people can become elderly. Right, you live along, you don't die young, right? You don't have cancer, you don't have illnesses, right? And if you're lucky and you're healthy, you can become elderly. Yeah, that's a good point, Tomas. That is great, Tomas, right? So you stay cancer-free. You stay without disease, right? No disease, no cancer. You can become elderly. Yeah, that's a good point, Tomas. Very good. So it's all like, your point of view. You're thinking about it. So well done. So, okay, yep. So boastful, that is a negative. Expressive is positive. Elderly, we'll call it positive. Yeah, let's do that, Tomas. Elderly equals positive. Vibrant is positive. Noisy is negative. Dynamic is positive. Wise is positive. Braggy is negative. Lolly. Yeah, so lolly is old, negative. I guess it really depends on like the context. Like what, like, oh, he's an old guy. That doesn't. If you said to someone, "Oh, you're old," that's negative, right? You're old. You're an old man. That's negative, right? But you know, like a old car. Oh, that's a classic old car. That's okay. So it really depends on how you're using it. You know, what you're describing, who you're describing. So it really matters the situation, the context of the situation. What is the conversation about, right? So depending on what the conversation is about, it can be negative, yeah. Okay, good, Lolly. Boastful, yes, negative. That is correct. So boastful and proud, we can say that's a pair. Yeah, that is. So boastful is bad. Braggy. So just like so boastful and braggy are similar, and so those are both of those are negatives. Both of those are to mean the same thing, right? Yeah, braggy is negative. Dynamic is positive, that's right. Braggy is negative. Expressive, cheeky, yeah, I agree, that's a pair. Yeah, expressive, sleepwalker means you communicate well. Cheeky is like you're kind of snarky, you're cheeky, you're kind of being sarcastic. So I would say cheeky is sarcastic, ironic, sarcastic. Grumpy, elderly. I wouldn't say that's not a pair. Grumpy and grumpy, you're kind of like in a bad mood. So happy, grumpy, that's a pair. Happy and grumpy, that's a pair. Happy is positive, grumpy is negative. Elderly is and grumpy. You would say, oh, he's an elderly, grumpy person. But they're not pairs. So elderly is a group of people, older people. So elderly is a group of people, old people. So maybe like if you are in your 70s, you're elderly. If you're, yeah, maybe like your 70s, you're elderly. But elderly, see, I'm having a hard time because my thinking elderly, you're not in good shape. Maybe you can't drive a car. Maybe you need a cane to walk. So if you're elderly, you're having a tough time getting around. You're having difficulties walking. You're having difficulties, you know, getting around. Maybe you can't play sports anymore. You can't drive a car anymore. So if you're like my father, I hate saying this, but my father, he's like 91, plays golf, drives a car, working, happy, expressive, energetic. He's all this, and he's 91. So he's crazy. Like, it just, I hope I'm like him, right? And so I wouldn't call him elderly because he still does everything he did 30 years ago. So his life hasn't changed much at all. So I think, again, Like elderly, it's a case-by-case situation. So if someone is having a tough time, they might be elderly. Okay, good, good, good. All right, let's continue here. Okay, here we go, number 5. Now, we got number 5 is example sentences using these adjectives. You guys wrote lots of sentences. That's great. So here's some other example sentences. So in the chat, you guys wrote a lot of great sentences. Let's look at some other example sentences using the other, not these, but those other adjectives, but similar meaning here. Okay, so he sounded boastful when he talked about his success. He sounded boastful when he talked about his success, right? So he wasn't sincere. He sounded a little like he was talking about himself too much. He was like boastful. He was talking about himself too much. She has an expressive face that shows every emotion. The elderly man shared stories from his youth. They live in a vibrant neighborhood full of activity. The room became noisy after the announcement. The speaker gave a dynamic and inspiring talk. She gave wise advice to the younger students. He came across as braggy when he listed his awards. Yeah, so we got example sentences. And right, and so so boastful is usually always negative, braggy is always negative. But again, you know, like in this sentence, elderly is a positive, right? So it all, you know, some of these, it depends on how you are using the adjective. You can use it negatively or positively. So the elderly man shared his stories from his youth, right? So we look at that as positive. Or we could do a negative like, oh, the elderly man needs a cane to walk. The elderly man cannot drive a car any longer. Those are negatives, right? Okay, and I think that's, yeah, and that's, so I think, you know, so I like these changes. So you suggested these changes, and I'm happy about it. What about you? Did you like this change from the last worksheet? Did you feel positive about the changes in the worksheet? Should we continue with this format next week? Should I keep the same format? Okay, good, Sleepwalker. So thank you. Last week we talked about doing the changes with this worksheet, so I'm happy with that. So your feedback is very important to me, and your feedback helps my channel and helps my lessons. We racked our brains. Good. So I hope that this was a positive class for you. I hope this was a positive English experience for you. I hope you had a positive experience making sentences. I hope you had a positive experience using English today. All right, I see the 100% shooting up, so that means you guys liked it. Okay, thumbs up, that's great. Lolly says, I feel positive of these changes. Good, good, good. Ella says, I liked it. I did too. I thought it was good. All right, Marco says, it seems the new format works well. Good. All right. Okay, well, thank you so much, everyone. Mwah. I feel positive with your feedback. I feel positive from your feedback, I should say. So your feedback gives me positive results, positive energy. Looking forward to the future. Okay, well, we got one more thing to do, and it's a quiz in the chat. That's lovely, great. Mwah. Let's see, Sleepwalker says, yeah, so last week I did a reaction to a movie, a short film, Laurel and Hardy. So maybe I'll do it like once a month. I couldn't get the sound. I still have to get the sound working on my software. So I couldn't get the sound of the movie and the sound of my voice, my mic, working together. So I still need to do that, but no, YouTube did not block the sound, but they demonetized the video. So I couldn't, because I don't have the copyright, so it wasn't monetized. I couldn't monetize the video, but that's okay. Once, I enjoyed it. That's okay. It couldn't be monetized. I don't mind. And yeah, so I just have to get the sound worked out. So I'll do it again. So I'm thinking maybe like once a month, I'll do one of those like reaction. I'll put the movie on the screen and put myself, and then we'll talk about the movie, and you guys describe the action. So those old movies like Laurel and Hardy, also Charlie Chaplin, those old silent movies, or movies that with not much dialogue, not much text, it's a good opportunity for you to describe what's happening in the movie. So that was the purpose of doing that, for you to describe what was happening in the movie, right? Lots of action happening. And so, yeah, so that was the purpose, but I couldn't get the sound right. So I'm going to still work on that. I'll try to get that fixed for you. Oh yeah, Henna says, let's see, I need to learn a lot of high-level words. Yeah, read a book. So yeah, Henna, this kind of format, I want to choose things on activities, doing activities, doing, so it's really like up to you how you want to use the vocabulary. But I think reading is the best. So like, reading a book, and you can find graded readers. Like they level the book, right? So you have like a beginning level, intermediate level, advanced level. So you choose books depending on the level, and they're called graded readers. And that is something you can do by yourself, right? You read these, and in the book, they have the different level vocabulary. And so instead of me so much doing that, you could do that for yourself. But then, you read a book, and then you can practice that vocabulary here in the chat, making sentences, right? So that's something you can do on your own. And so they're called graded readers. So you can Google graded readers, and the books are written. So like famous books, let's say The Old Man and the Sea. I love that book, The Old Man and the Sea. And the same story, but you can get different levels using the same story. So they'll make it like a low, like a it depends on the publisher, but you can have like a 1, that would be like the lowest level, 2, 3, 4, up to like 10, maybe level 10. And so you can check out different levels and see if you can understand, or if it, if it's too difficult, then you go to a lower level. If it's too easy, you go up to a higher level. So you level yourself by reading these graded readers, and then you come here, and then in the chat, when we're doing these activities, you can use that higher level vocabulary, right? So it's really, this is the best for you if you want to improve your vocabulary. Read graded readers. Hello, Adil. Oh, okay, Hannah. Let's see, which... I don't see it, Hannah. Do it one more time. Write your sentence one more time. I don't see it. I just see I need to learn high level words. That's all I see, Hannah. So please do it again. Okay, Hannah, write your sentence again in the chat. Okay, oh, thank you, Lolly. Mwah. Okay, let's go to the quiz. On top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, there is a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. Choose the best word. You have a choice of 4. Let's check it out. Lolly, I love you. Mwah. Very kind, Lolly. Okay, here we go. Open the box. All right. Are you ready for the quiz? All right. The sentence is, we stayed inside because it was too... We stayed inside because it was too... Choose the best word. Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it hot? Is it dry? Does the sentence go like this? We stayed inside because it was too warm. We stayed inside because it was too cold. We stayed inside because it was too hot. We stayed inside because it was too dry. Warm, cold, hot, dry. Choose the best word. Good luck. All right. So actually, it could be 2. Because here in Japan, it is too hot outside. So maybe people stay in for the air conditioning. But in the winter, people stay inside because it's too cold outside. So either way is okay. Sleepwalker, Mark, do you swim in a pool these days? Sometimes the public pool is very far from here, so it's not very convenient. A public pool here in my town is not close to where I live. It's not very convenient. And there's lots of people, so I prefer not to. The ocean, I like the ocean, but I don't have the ocean here. The ocean is far away. We have rivers, so sometimes I'll go to the river. Yeah, Adil, here in Japan, it's too hot outside. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, it's time. We have to go. We have to go. I'm looking at the clock. Ooh, so, oh, it's like, okay, we've been here 2 hours now. Okay. So, let's say goodbye. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate your kind support. I really do. Thank you for being here with me. And yeah, and any way you can support me, right? Like Lolly says, give a thumbs up. That would be great. Check out my Patreon. Check out my Amazon.com book place, and yeah, become part of the green team. So all those things can help me. So I appreciate that. You know, sharing my videos with your friends, on your social platform, like if you're on Facebook or whatever groups you're in. If you could share my videos, that would be great. So appreciate you guys. And also on Thursday, I'm not going to be here on Thursday. I have a physical. I have a health check on Thursday. I'm healthy. I'm good. Every year I do a health check, right? I do a physical. They check my blood. They check, you know, so it's all morning. They're going to check me out. And so I do that every year. So I have that on Thursday. So I can't be here. So our next class will be, Friday night, our premiere video. So we watch a collection of 5 videos. We chat live together. We discuss things. We make sentences based on the videos. So that I'll be here Friday 10 p.m. and then Sunday 10 a.m. So I hope to see you Friday night and Sunday morning. Okay, Thursday I'm not going to be here. So next class is Sunday, and then of course on Tuesday next week. Okay, thanks so much everyone. Love and peace to you and your family. Smile, be safe, stay healthy. Let's count down and say goodbye together. Yeah, Lolly, we did it. Mwah, thank you. We're on time. Okay, here we go. Let's count down and say goodbye together. Thank you, everyone. Mwah. Green team, thank you so much. You are very kind to me. You are great supporters. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Mwah. Kisses and hugs and all that good stuff. Love and peace for you and your family. Okay, here we go. Let's count down and say goodbye together. I am dying here. It is too hot today. It's night. It's 7 p.m. here in Japan, and it's cooking hot. It is baking hot here. Okay, here we go. It's humid. Right? The temperature is high and the humidity is high. It's terrible. Okay, here we go. Let's count down and say goodbye together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love and peace. Smile. Be safe. Stay healthy. I will see you soon. Take it easy. Bye. Mwah. Thank you. Love you. I will see you soon. Take it easy. Bye. Thank you.